better. Now we are live. We are live, you guys. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Happy New Year! We very late to the chat room, but yes. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
New Year's. Excuse me.
For me.
New Year's. That's what I meant to say.
It's a New Year's.
This the real New Year's, because this is when people really start their New Year's resolution.
Not that bullshit that they be kicking all year. Yeah,
Right.
girl, I'm not gonna fuck with him no more.
Exactly.
Girl,
Knowing that
fucking
you fucked him right after New Year's Eve when you said you wasn't gonna fuck him no more.
Like I said, I'm leaving my broke ass alone. He don't got. I'm done with him. 7 years and I'm done.
Finished with him.
February 1st, I'm gonna stop fucking with him.
I'm doing better than
Oh my God. And we have somebody brand new in the building. I mean, she's been in the Small 6 Network show before, but this is the first time being virtual. Yes, shout out to Stunning Summer in the building. Yes.
What's up, guys?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So good to see you guys. Ooh.
Hey, it is good vibes, good energy, good people, good mindsets. We do have some comments already.
Every time
Max Negro says, yo, all right. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Max, how are you? What's going on?
Yes,
but when you were saying something, Summer, really quickly?
I said every time I come to New York, I haven't seen you. Next time I come up, we gotta hang out.
Yes.
Y'all come down.
And we're coming to Atlanta too.
Y'all come down here and see our baby sister.
Oh no, that's happening. That's happening.
For sure.
Atlanta's gonna be with
Atlanta.
It's gonna be amazing. So today's topic of coochie credit.
Y'all are silly. Look at y'all how y'all get.
Okay, I need to me. What is coochie credit? I know. I know dick. Do I know dick credit? I might know dick credit. So explain it.
What is coochie?
I don't really know dick credit like that. I don't know.
Dick credit mean I didn't put in some work. I did something for you. You owe me some free sex. I don't want to hear shit. Just drop your dog. Yeah.
Okay. That could be a form of
unexplainable dick.
No. Yeah, so coochie credit, according to UrbanDictionary.com, it says when a male human.
Well, it's good to identify humans.
That's an oxymoron.
My screen's when a male human does a good deed for a female, the female then owes the male coochie credit. Coochie credit means that the female is required.
Good thing about credit.
Who wrote the Urban Dictionary?
Good thing about credit. As long as I owe you, you'll never go broke.
Hold on a second. Solo, go ahead.
So the great thing about credit.
Now you know who wrote the Urban Dictionary. It was definitely not a woman, because I thought coochie credit was going to be like, instead of paying for a ticket, that I could just give them coochie.
That's what I thought.
Right, it's just a form of repayment, rather. It's a form of repayment. But yeah, so they said when shout out to Pax Negro. He says one woman offer it. I have stories. Okay.
Oh yes, we know you got stories, baby.
Stories are good. Stories are good. But no, I was surprised because I was watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I've caught up on TV time because we're quarantining. Some people working, whatever, this, that, and the third. And watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, Portia had asked Cynthia not to allow her ex-husband to the wedding. And she was like, I'm relying on your coochie credit to convince your husband to make this happen. So have you ever used your coochie to convince a man not to do something?
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
Rely on your coochie, yes.
Have you ever, but you're saying that
that's like, I mean, like every girl that is fucking drug dealer.
Right, because the scenario was Cynthia's husband, Michael, he's friends with Portia's ex-husband. So he was already wanting to have this man at the wedding. Portia does not want that to happen. So she's like, you're my girlfriend. Tell your husband, like, put your coochie credit on, or, rely on that old past coochie credit, whatever it is, to get your husband to get on my side.
Wait, I know how to further break that down for people that don't understand. That's like for women or men, put yourself in this predicament. That's like when you and your friend are both dating people who know each other and you done made up your homeboy or homegirl that made up some type of outrageous ass thing, or they done pulled you in they bullshit. Now you gotta use your vagina credit or your dick credit to get this person to not pay attention to the bullshit that they can help with their relationship. I get it. I feel you.
I don't go through those problems.
And I thought you were going to say, the ex-husband said, well, I did blase, and blase for you, so you still owe me some pussy, so I'm cashing in.
The good thing about credit, though, as long as I owe you, you'll never go broke. So you're not getting no pussy from me for no credit.
I told men that. I told
that
men
was the rule I was always told. As long as I owe you, you'll never go
I have
broke.
an ex-husband then that could come up and say, I got 19 years worth of credit. Yo.
I'm ready to cash in right now. But you know what? Like you said, I believe that two people could cash in at the same time. Like two people could be in a relationship and both people could feel like that other person owes them something, and both people will then have to make the sacrifice and be like, okay, I'll give you some dick, you give me some pussy, you go down there and take that to the bank or whatever they said.
But then that's why
you know what that sounds
it was
like?
the guy who wrote the book, because again, you're gonna say, well, men already think that the moment they take you for a cheeseburger, you owe them pussy. So
I'm on, speak about it. Food does not equal vagina, men. Food does not equal vagina. You are
Say it again. Say it again.
It will ease us to it, though. Don't lie, though. Do you get me, boy? If I'm craving something and I've been talking about it, and you pull up to my house with some marijuana and my favorite drink and my favorite food,
like to get the thing
I'm being nice like you done rub me the right way, honey.
Beauty, no.
Beauty.
What?
So Beauty, then, if I show up to Atlanta with some California cushion in hand, Sour Patch, I get some pussy?
That's all it takes? That's all it takes?
No, not everybody.
That better not be all it takes.
That could be okay. Let me rephrase that. Somebody who I like.
Right. It just happens to be somebody like
some Sour Patch.
It can't just be like no random, like, you know, our first time hanging out and you think that you didn't bought me some food and we didn't smoke and I drink your liquor and now I'm about to open up my pants. Now I'm about to treat you like a trick and ask you hell.
But see, that's the part of it. Niggas really think that shit.
But
I will really treat them like a trick, like I don't care. Like,
and you know what's so crazy about that? Dudes feel like oftentimes that they don't have to, like they rely on too much dick credit that they don't have. Like females, when females rely on their coochie credit, they kind of have an idea or just like, all right, I know what kind of pussy I'm gonna get this nigga. I know what kind of move I'm gonna do. Like dudes will take a bitch out to dinner, expect pussy. Just off of a meal. No, that's just a meal. You haven't worked up. But then
if you're the guy with that dick, you can't just lay there either and go, okay, fuck me.
Right. Right, exactly.
Get that pussy.
Or it's a man. Or it's a man coming in doing something like that he used to do and he ain't done it in a while. So he think that he gonna do that. And you be looking at him afterwards like, what the fuck did you do? Why did you pull that move out, bitch? Like, you slip, bro. Exactly. Men think that, like, okay, my ex-boyfriend, which is how I found out about the honeymoon stage, because I never knew that they didn't have a honeymoon stage too. And we was arguing one day, and he was like, what's your problem? And he was like, you act funny. Well, motherfucker, bring back my sweet dude that I was with before. Now you just a negative Nancy. You a whole asshole. And when you come down my friends, nigga, like I be debating in my head, like, is the dick worth it? Like, I'm trying to figure out ways to put this motherfucker to sleep so I can take the dick afterwards or before I just go to sleep.
Yo, how do you know if the dick is really worth it?
If it make me speak a different language.
When you don't
if it got me speaking Spanish, it's worth it.
That's why we started that season. I'm just saying.
No, because you know why? No. With me, I'm so quiet. I don't reward mediocrity. So like, if you don't do nothing for me, you won't hear me moan, be different or nothing. I'll be quiet as a mouse. If you got me speaking a different language, you putting in some work.
So Solo says, "I am not here for your ego."
I'm not. I don't give a fuck how you feel. You won't hear a ooh, a ah, a ting ting, walla walla, bing
And then
bang
that's
out of
it.
you at all.
You gotta make him feel like you love him. Like you gotta give him
love you. I don't love these hoes.
Oh my God.
No, say it
You're
again
not
for
gonna
people in the back.
You're
It
not
is
gonna
what
save
it
the
is,
hoes
and that's the
either?
truth.
So you're
You
not
know
even gonna save the hoes either.
I ain't saving no hoes. I done saved enough hoes.
Damn. These hoes need saving out here. Pax Negro says, let's get him up on the screen. He left a comment. He says, it must be a civilian who wrote that definition.
Look, hold on. You don't know what that means. That means for the people that are not in the industry, you don't know what the bullshit that we go through and that we have to go through. We are completely different people. So therefore, that's why he said a civilian must have wrote that, because a porn star would have never wrote that bullshit that
no.
in the beginning. We know the true definition of coochie credit.
No. So,
Boy, it would have been a whole different.
hold on. What is the meaning of coochie credit in the porn industry?
Coochie
But
credit
that's
is
why I said,
porn.
like, I would have figured that we've done enough scenarios. Like I even did my shoot with Nathan Threat. I have $20 and you just fixed my car. Well, let me fuck the shit out of you then.
Coochie credit for me. I told y'all I'm on 2021 only beneficial relationships. Like if you're not like one of my homegirls, yeah, like if you're not one of my homegirls and you don't cause me no issues, then we good. But if you one of my homegirls or one of my homeboys or somebody I'm messing with and I just don't, and it's beneficial. Like how are you benefiting my life?
Right.
So I feel like
that should even go in the vanilla world.
Exactly. So I personally feel
I don't even know if it's just because we're tainted from being in our industry that the left hand rubs the right hand, But even in the vanilla world should be the same way. If I'm doing something for you, you need to do something for me too. You know
what's crazy? I don't think it's something about being tainted. What I think it's just the shame. People don't want to, or they associate being a porn star with shame, or they associate being in the adult industry.
Everybody wants to record themselves when they have sex. Bye.
They end up dealing with these women at the same time. They say they'll put on this front saying this is what we don't like, this is what we don't agree with, but these are the same women that you're heavily involved with.
Exactly.
That brings up into like what's been going on even with Instagram deleting us and all that, and Twitter and all that stuff. You're gonna view and judge us because we're in the porn industry because we tell you right from the front what the cost is.
Right.
It's not like
it's very direct.
But they sure don't be banding these lame just Instagram models, and I was like, damn, they showing more than we show. I can't even show a half of the side boob. I get blocked. Hold on, I'm fighting. Why?
Here's the thing. So if you go to a 4-star French restaurant, right? There's no price tag on the side of the fucking menu.
No, because it's retail.
So then when you get the bill and it's a $300 bill, you go, what the fuck? But when you're dealing with a bitch in the porn industry, we've already told you you're because cost. We added tax and license fees, People
think that tax and license fees for me.
No. I don't feel like it's that. I feel like it's this. Because Solo, you might know this, but like certain fans might know this about me, but not everybody. But I know Vanessa and Summer know this. I always get a regular job every year.
Me too.
So that I can give that tax money to my mom them. So I've been trying to do that shit recently. And don't make me I tried to do that shit recently, and it's been like every time they find out who I am, it's a wrap. I'm getting blackballed from a regular job.
I got hired to do manager for a vitamin shop. I went through the whole hiring process, but when they did the background check, they went, "Oh, ain't no, no." So yeah. But yeah, I live in Washington, D.C., where they have a large amount of swingers. and you're talking about politicians and IT government contractors and their wives do shit porn stars would be embarrassed to do, you know. So now be careful what's underneath that sheet, man. There might be a few bed bugs.
Exactly. Like I've worked at a hotel room, and the girl, the one of the dudes figured out who I was, because you know you have to give your phone number out sometimes. And when I gave my phone number out, he instantly seen the fucking Instagram. He a fucking photographer. Y'all already know how that goes.
Yeah, that
Apparently,
bullshit.
one of the managers liked him. No, one of the managers liked him, and that got me fired. So I look at it like this: when I'm trying to be normal in a relationship or with somebody that I'm talking to who knows what I do for a living, it's automatically going back to the industry. I've literally had dudes in the middle, after sex, before sex, be like, "Oh, well, I watched this scene and you did this and you don't do that." Well, did you pay and book me the way that bitch booked me to get that motherfucking scene done? Like, do you want a relationship, or do you want?
Do you have enough dick for that position?
Beauty?
Do you have enough dick for that position, sir? Because if you don't, shut the fuck up,
girl. And then it's like you ask for those positions, and me no get there.
But then we're gonna say too, though. All right, when I show up on a set, whether it was for Hustler, whether it was for TT Boy, whether it was for fucking Channel 69, I know the 5 positions that they want. So are you going to tell me that at dinner then? We're going to have that discussion at dinner. I want reverse cowgirl. I want a blowjob. I want it sloppy. I want it wet. Can you gag? Like, okay, we'll discuss it.
I don't think that's going to be good over mashed potatoes. I don't think that's going to be good.
First off, I am
like eating mashed potatoes.
I work. Vanessa, your thing is on mute, baby.
There we go. I'm sorry.
There she goes.
I completely agree with that. When it comes to like being direct, having those discussions, a lot of people, they frown upon people in the adult industry, but it's really the people in the adult industry who has those direct conversations. What do you like? What do you want to do? Which position is comfortable for you? What's your safe word? Those things all give it a comfortable environment to be able to let yourself go, enjoy yourself, enjoy the time that exists, instead of just running into it. Ain't no wrong with having that over mashed potatoes. You can have it over mashed potatoes.
When I'm doing regular sex, I don't want that. Even if it's coochie credit, I don't want that. If I called you for some coochie, I should not have to go through the fucking emotions, and I shouldn't work harder than you. Because when a motherfucker call a woman for dick or for pussy, he not sitting there eating our pussy so he can get hard. No, regardless of the fact, a woman is doing more than the man.
More. And also she's receiving. I don't know. Right, and she's also receiving. I don't know how hard you're going to be pounding my shit out. I don't know if you're going to rip my shit in the middle. Like, I have no idea about none of that shit. Like, none of that shit at all. But we have some comments in the comment section, and we may have to address Pax really quickly. Oh man. Pax Negro says those same models who charge $50 for a 3-second doggy style video. I don't know if that's shots or is that a compliment. Like I
don't know. He hurt his little heart. Wait, time out. I don't know who hurt his little heart.
Hold on. One at a time. Go ahead, Summer.
It's a woman's prerogative to charge what she wants.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, Summer, but at the same time, we getting boasted, boy. I put full fucking profile, professional edited fucking scenes, and then these bitches brushing their teeth on OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's one.
I gotta do that simple shit.
No, you know what else? They serve empty pots. They're not even cooking. They just got the empty pot on the stove.
Look, and then I try to do that simple shit.
Let's go back into even But think about this, and this is nothing more than the strip bar mentality anyway. The better strippers I ever saw showed the less body. I will not hate on a woman who's got a fucking game that can get her bag.
It's like a burlesque concept.
It's the buyer's fault. It's not the seller's fault. It's the buyer's fault.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that Summer because it's not even the bias fault. And I say the same thing too. I say get it how you live. If that works for you, you should do that. But the problem is they want to look down on other females who's actually putting in work, giving the people actually what they came to OnlyFans for. Don't look down at those people because they're putting productions together.
You got celebrities who are doing OnlyFans now who want to look down on the adult stars who are doing whatever. But bitch, you're riding off of my fucking taking a dick up my ass for 30
That's why, again,
you know, because that whole Bella Thorne thing, catch her in the street.
Oh yeah.
Again, why I fuck with Cardi B, because she said it. She was like, I do an OnlyFans. She was like, but at the end of the day, I used to be a stripper. She was like, so I did. She said she did OnlyFans just to put it out there that OnlyFans is out there. She wasn't doing it like the other fucking celebrities who were trying to make money.
And you got Tiger who really showed his ding dong. So, you know.
Because you got a couple. You got people now. But look, you got people now on OnlyFans that's putting these little boys out there, them little rapper boys that say they straight, but they're not straight. I don't know what they is. Me and my mama just had a conversation about
this. Them rapper boys.
I say this, and I love the ABC, LEG, ZYQU, generation. Love them to death. I'm bisexual or pansexual. You know, y'all know me. I don't give no fuck, long as your vibe is good. But at the same time, I feel like nowadays that shit is getting pushed on the world.
Yeah.
But here's my thing too, though, is it's just like when BDSM started and got very popular in the porn industry. You're not authentic to it, then don't shoot it.
I ain't even talking about the porn industry. I'm talking about, I don't see BDSM. No,
but I mean, that's in general. But that's in general. That's completely in general. Everybody now wants.
I'm talking about the fact that my 11-year-old explained to me that I was pansexual, bitch, and I didn't even know I was pansexual.
Oh, Lord.
Right. Exposure is a lot.
And she's on Disney.
But I'm still going to stand on, I just don't even want to put a name on it anymore. It's getting to be like how the government wanted us to check a box, whether we were African-American, Caucasian, Asian-American, Mexican-American.
Yeah, then they got by non-binary. I couldn't even say that I was mixed.
If I want chocolate ice cream today and pretzels tomorrow, big fucking deal.
I agree with that, Summer. I do think that people have the right to identify themselves, but I do believe in the innocence of a child. Like, I wanted to say this, even when it comes to back to coochie credit. Like, I knew, like, even from my mom and my dad, they separated when I was very, very young. But my mom still had other men in her life to come by, drop off some groceries, or, you know, whatever it is. These were not her husband at the time. She got married later on, but she relied on who she knew, those types of situations. Now, I knew that watching that as a young girl, like, you're watching your mom, you're watching these things happen, but you're realizing to yourself, like, hey, that's not my job to do that right now. Like, my job is, you know, to go to school and all those sorts of things. But we're going to teach the babies later. That's a huge segment that we have.
I get it completely what you're saying, because, you know, your niece, she knows, you know, and her motto is, did you make some money today, mother?
Which is the most important.
Not answer my call.
But I remember being the only girl in a house with two brothers, and even at some point playing softball and stuff, and looking in the mirror going, I'm an ugly girl because I don't look like this kind of girl because I was an athlete all my life. You know, maybe I remember playing with my hair going, am I a dude? Like, maybe I'm a dude, because you get called.
Yeah, I had TLC back in the day.
My life, I've been called a lesbian and all that stuff. You know, you don't know until you know. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
You know,
I told my daughter,
let your babies just be your babies. Don't put a label on it. Adults put labels on it. Like,
I completely understand that. I told my daughter,
if they're dressing like a boy today, who knows? You know, my daughter was gothic all of her life, and she's still a gothic. I even said this the other day, saying, you know what, she's going to outgrow it. It's a trend.
Yes,
you know, whatever.
Sorry, you know me. How the hell you gonna say that I'm 31 years old?
But no, I wanted to ask you ladies. What? Now, if you had to rely on dick credit, because we have to be polar opposites, right? If you had to rely on dick credit,
I be broke.
for 1 minute, and you needed him to do something, what would it be? Like if you needed him to fuck you within that time period, fuck you, suck you, whatever it is, you get to you get a chance to cash in your 1 minute dick credit from your
1 minute dick.
Yeah, 1 minute dick. What would you want that person to do within the 1 minute?
I know.
Let's go.
Bend me over my motherfucking couch right there. Hold on, wait. Right there.
Wait, what?
This corner right here, because I'm short. Wait,
I'm weak.
But we gotta move the dog cages,
You
right?
see how you started her up, Vanessa?
They still hang. They still hang right here. I gotta have heels on. But if you bend me over on this side and we move the dog cages right.
Oh, no, not the dog cage.
We gotta be origami up in this shit.
Oh my god! Now,
We gotta use Tetris in this shit. Use imagination.
Blocks together.
You know what?
I'm a pray for beauty. She plays too much.
You gonna that shit up like
origami.
No, now you know what? As much as I love it,
you got 1 minute and 50 positions.
As much as I love doggy style, I don't think that I could choose doggy style for 1 minute dick credit. Because for me, I do not want my neck getting fucked up at the head of the board. And I think that 1 minute, who's gonna be going like this? He's gonna be like. He's gonna fucking kill me. Like he's not even gonna,
1 minute.
Vanessa, where do you put your neck?
He's gonna have to eat my ass. Like that's what he's gonna have to do.
Vanessa, I need to know why every time we talk about doggy position, you breaking your fucking neck. What are you doing?
Exactly. What you doing?
I don't think niggas have no consideration for my neck.
This bitch get a prick in her neck every time she.
I think Vanessa just be laying on her neck at this point.
No,
I think that's what she does.
Vanessa
She lay on her damn neck. She lay on her neck and turn it sideways.
My neck be fine until I get dick. As soon as I get dick, then my neck get all fucked up, and then I gotta lean like this.
What?
Hey y'all know what's Vanessa's problem? Vanessa have drunk sex all the time. You know when you get fucked up and you be doing shit you'll never do again. That's what Vanessa do.
You be a whole new bitch.
No.
You don't know the fuck you
With bruises like, wait, what the fuck did we do?
Vanessa be a whole blonde teenager entering college the first time when she get drunk. I can't deal with her.
You get drunk and you say, "Oh, please God, just don't let me throw up, and I will never drink again." That's the same thing. I'm never doing that.
Drunk and turn back into.
You know, a couple months later, your hair is here. There's a hand. You go, well, I guess I did it again.
Get drunk and turn 18 again.
So I know I said I wouldn't do it again.
Can't do no more.
I didn't mean like how I did before. This is a little different. I didn't drink white this time. I drank
doggy style for the minute. So what are you doing, Vanessa, for the minute?
I have to have my ass ate. Like that minute is just enough time for him to just eat pussy. Like he
really
bro. I'm telling y'all, she be on doggy style, and then somehow she leaned up on her head. She be pushing that shit.
Like
Vanessa can't have no shit in the kitchen. No sex in the kitchen.
Like
Vanessa had to be in the oven. Hansel and Gretel
in the oven.
That head will be in the oven somewhere in the
right
kitchen.
Foot red.
Now I have to give y'all probably the history of my neck fuck ups. I think the very first time my neck fucked up, it's a scene that's out there that I was doing. I did this. Damn, what was the name of this dude? It was in Miami. Q Dingoes. I don't know if anybody heard of him. He's out of Miami. But I did a scene where I was in the refrigerator and he this nigga cleaned out his whole fridge. And like I was in the fridge.
It's the refrigerator for me. You want to catch pneumonia like that.
Why you was in the fucking refrigerator? What kind of scene? You not about to slide past that.
And that's the head about a cabbage
on this one.
Oh my Lord.
And I have trust issues, so I'm already
between the milk and the cabbage. Lord Jesus.
You can put me in the closet, but the refrigerator, bitch, my cousin used to stuff me in the dryer when we was younger. You ain't.
Yes, the refrigerator. I was supposed to be
sex in the kitchen.
Sex in the kitchen over.
That is past.
I used to like that song, but that's what made me have a whole issue with like putting my head in the fucking refrigerator. I'm done.
Y'all tell me y'all never had sex in the kitchen?
Yes, but
Not
they
in
didn't
the refrigerator.
Yes, in the
refrigerator.
No.
I don't think nobody would think about opening the
Where did he
refrigerator. They
say
put
put
your head
my body
inside.
in the Frigidaire?
I have been fucked on a countertop. I have been fucked bent over a countertop.
I've been
Yeah,
fucked
but
on the
not
refrigerator,
in
I've
the
been against the
refrigerator.
refrigerator, but I don't
So
think you
nobody in the
ever
refrigerator.
seen.
Nobody
No,
else.
no.
Nobody else.
Now, I
Vanessa.
have taken a picture bent over, reaching into a refrigerator.
Yo, I'm trying to find that.
Did you
I'm
break the
trying to
shelves
find
in
that.
the refrigerator?
No, that
Yeah,
nigga was
what did
super
I
mad.
do?
He called me because I was already working with him. So this was a paid scene that I did for me. He wanted to do a exclusive paid scene for his site. I had already worked with him. He's already been on my site. And so he had the whole thing planned out. That nigga used to come up with stupid ideas. But some of the ideas used to be good, but some of them were stupid.
But your ass did
So
stupid ideas, didn't you?
This is one of the solo.
That's how I got the King of Diamonds video, being stupid because the security guard was watching us in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That's what I got, being stupid. Yep.
Because I know you back then, they would have fired my ass. They already wanted to fire me because I ain't believe in makeup. Why the fuck I'm gonna pay you to paint my face like a trans?
Yeah. And if you want, yeah, they had a lot of red tape in there. But anywho, he had called me. He's just like, I got an idea. You know, you're gonna be in the refrigerator, and I'm gonna open up the door, and you just gonna pop out like you my treat. And I said, you serious? I got to this nigga house. This nigga took all the shelves, like the way the groceries go at the bottom. He took all that out.
How claustrophobic are you?
I'm not too claustrophobic, but what's so crazy? Even though like I could fit in the refrigerator, I still couldn't. Like I still had to hold the door. Like and keep it in.
Got the door open.
I can't. I'm still stuck when he called you and told you.
Back in the day, bro.
He called you and told you I'm gonna put you in a refrigerator, and you was just like, "It sounds like a goddamn."
No, you guys gotta understand what brought himself up to the refrigerator. Like this dude was having idea after idea, and I was just like, no. He wanted to drive on the I-95 in Miami and get his dick sucked. No, you can't do both. No, absolutely not.
I want to know so crazy. I refuse. I used to love giving head to niggas like when I was, just to get the money. Bitch, I saw American Gods when that bitch got her head chopped off with the penis in her mouth. I will not die like that. Me with a penis in my mouth.
Well, Solo, what's your always statement? Solo always has the statement of how she doesn't want to die.
What was that?
About what?
I said of how you don't want to be found if you pass.
Oh my God. So I really don't want to be found sucking dick because I'm afraid like how you explained it to my dad that I died sucking dick.
And that's exactly why I said I'm not sucking you because you better pull the fuck over on the highway. I am not doing shit.
No,
I'm not
it's because I have asthma, so I think
got
I
a ticket for that.
and shit.
Wait, what? Hold on 1 second. Summer, you said what?
One of my best friends, her husband number 2, driving down the 118 freeway in California, got pulled over by a CHP. He walked up to the car and said, I will give you a moment to straighten out and I'll be right back. Because she was sloppy toppy. His pants were down. And I guess he was swerving a little.
But see, you can't. That's what I don't want. Because first off, this is the soul section. I'm snatching souls with this
either
throat.
because of that.
This is throat baby goddess, okay? So that's your soul.
She had to go in front of the judge. So that's not like you got to pay the
ticket. Am I the only person that's been caught by the police officers having sex in the car?
They almost caught me. They almost did. But we paid attention to the background of the light. So we already fixed ourselves up real quick. Because the trick is you don't never get naked.
Right.
You stay partial. So you can put it up 1, 2.
Because I still feel like my girlfriend's husband had his pants down.
No, you don't pull his pants down. See,
that's what you're not supposed to do. It was just be through the hole.
I didn't let him yell. Like I just unzipped his pants and went through his basketball shorts. Men, they was sag and shit. But I promise you, when we was fucking, when I seen them damn lights, that man looked back over at me. I was just already. He said, "What the fuck?" Yeah, I've had practice since I was younger. When niggas used to try to get my virginity, kiss all on my neck, hear a noise, look up, I'd be just real quick. Yeah, you thought you was about to get it tonight? Nope. Take me back to the movie theater.
What I be thinking, I was gonna say, now that's a porn scenario. Cop comes up to the car and says, "Excuse me, Ma'am, can you finish your procedure over here?
Oh, I can't
And
do
that would be
that.
some shit
I'm
I'd be
sorry.
scared of too. Because now, like, what if I don't do what he likes and I go to jail?
Well, yeah, you gotta
Oh.
basically. Well, see, that's when you have to figure out.
But that's for those trust issues. See, Solo has the same trust issues I have.
I wish I would do something to a police officer to get myself out of jail. And then he tell me it wasn't good enough. I'm gonna be like, well, it wasn't big enough, and I'm gonna put you out there.
We gonna put your ass in handcuffs, and bitch, you gonna be in the back of the car.
I don't care. When I get to go that count, I'm gonna be like, y'all know Sharon such and such. Yeah, I spoke before I got here.
That's why nobody gets a car date. I'm back to that $50 thing that Pax was talking about.
Yo, oh my God. By the way, let's get to the comments. We got a Carlton Anderson in the building. He says, even all these amateurs capitalizing off of professionals' coattails and charging premium prices is some BS.
He must be a porn star himself.
Thank you. Holla. I'm surprised. I'm so glad somebody else see that. Besides the professionals that is doing that, I work too motherfucking hard to let these lazy
professional. How he stated that.
And you know, honestly, sometimes people who make statements like this, these people sometimes are not even in the industry. These are just like full on supporters.
No,
races they enjoy.
The porn, but that's
I don't know nobody named Carlton Anderson.
But doesn't this go back into the point when
that
I was
doesn't sound like a sexy name, Carlton?
What's her face, Thorne? Mm-hmm. When she was charging people so much money, and people then wanted their money back because she wasn't really naked and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's a sucker move, right?
Yeah.
So
I didn't feel bad for her.
So I don't feel bad for her that she had to give a bunch of money back. What I'm mad about is that you punish the rest of us who have only.
Hold on, pause. She punished, and let me explain what Summer's saying when she says she punished the rest of us. The older people, and I don't give a fuck. You call me an old whore. I am. I'm an old whore. I go back to the 80s and the 90s. Out of here. We had morals and rules to our shit. Mm-hmm. When it comes to us, you made it harder because this is one of the sites we really ain't have to go through all that paperwork
shit. They put limits on us. How much you charge?
We didn't have to go through all the extra bullshit with OnlyFans.
Let's just say
it was fun for us.
Hold
on. Now because of these younger bitches, now I gotta motherfucking get a full-blown paper copy from every motherfucking person. If somebody reports your page, you gotta get a paper copy from every person that you fuck.
Now watch this though. Now watch this. I got 2 notices this last week off of OnlyFans. One, certain pictures that can't be posted on your header.
Oh,
and then 2, they don't let you use the word Cash App, by the way.
No, you cannot use
a lot of words that they don't use on there. There's a lot of words.
But see, here goes the same thing. Now, mind you that, again, I'm the old hoe. I started at the Bunny Ranch. Dennis Hoff used 6%.
No, you got it in good.
I
that's
that show.
That's what it is.
You got it at night.
You got it in
good. 50%, right?
Oh wow!
That's so bad.
You pay 50%. The contract that you sign is that your tips are also supposed to be 50%. Now, if you're a slick chick,
there we go. Yep.
My sister is. That was for her.
Nobody knows about your tip.
Hold on, Summer.
But the modern day girl can't wait to brag about her tip. Dennis sued a chick for half of the tip money because that's in a contract. Yeah. But you don't go to social media and say that, hey, I'm the hottest pussy on the planet because this man gave me 20 grand in a tip. Mm-hmm. Because Dennis made you sign a contract, you knucklehead.
But Summer and Vanessa and Solo, y'all got to remember, back in the day, even with, and this goes back to our topic, having pussy credit or dick credit. It did not matter whether it was a client, personal or business. I'm not gonna say client. I'm gonna say personal or I'm gonna say business. We had a moral of silence and a code of silence. If you betrayed that shit, then you got fucked over. Nowadays, people betray other people for clout. Like that's why when you said coochie credit, I'm like, bitch, I don't know what that is nowadays. Like I gotta find me an old motherfucker to go through that.
These, I don't want to say bitches, you know. What does Cat Williams say? I'm only calling them bitches. I don't know their names. I know. The only reason why these girls can't even build up coochie credit is because they're so quick to open their mouths and talk. If a man is giving you money and taking care of you financially,
okay, so then here comes the other,
you know.
But here goes the other thing. Sometimes I think these guys now, the new generation, is no, like when people ask if I prefer younger or older, I want older. I want wisdom. I want smart.
I don't.
Because it even has nothing to do with the dick size, how much you can eat my pussy. I need you to be a grown ass man because I'm also asking for that same quiet and respect that I'm giving you. I'm never, out there, so don't do no review of me.
I've never
don't
argued
tell somebody
with you.
how good I can suck a dick and lick an ass.
But Summer, I've never argued with you, but I'm gonna argue with you on this one because you know we've had this conversation, me, you, and Vanessa. Because I've been like, bitches, I look like a little kid, and I keep attracting these little ass kids. So you know, I had to ask my sisters, what the fuck? But I finally accepted and started paying attention. And truth be told, and honestly, half of these young boys just want to and I'm not putting, and please, none of my babies who's watching, I'm not saying you know nothing about your back, but half of these babies just need us to stroke their ego so they can be in the regular life.
I'm with you on that, but I know, but they're the first ones that will go out and say, "Oh, you know, I fuck Beauty Doll and blah 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 blah."
You say that. You say that. But I've had a lot of my old dudes lately been running their mouths, and I've been looking like them. Like I will strangle. I will throw medicine away. Don't do that.
That goes back into what I was saying before, and I've always said this. Men are the same, whether they're, and I don't mean to offend any man, so please do not get offended. Don't send me a bunch of fucking hate email.
But girl, they shouldn't. They already know we read on this motherfucking podcast.
You are the same whether you are 7 or 77.
Yeah.
And I said this way before I ever got in the adult industry even. If a male, because sometimes they're not even gentlemen or men.
Mm-hmm. Right.
7 or 77 means that when they don't get what they want, they're going to throw a fit.
Right.
They're going to stomp, they're going to scream. And then if they're still not getting their way, they want to break the toy. So nobody else can have the toy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that is the perfect baby.
My point is, I only want to dream. I don't want to deal with, because I've met, and I have plenty of men that hit me up at 25. Who are more mature than I like I said, my stalker is 70 something. The worst stalker.
Oh no!
Right, and I was gonna say, age doesn't always equal maturity.
Age has nothing to do with maturity.
Yeah, it does not.
Just never grow up.
Right, and that's for me. I run into that mistake often, and I have to start to always tweak how I date and what I choose. Because for me, I like older men. I do like a man who can teach me something, who can help me grow mentally before anything else. But sometimes those guys can be off too. They could be wise in certain areas, but they could be.
You gotta be careful. People are people.
Yeah,
and I've met 20-year-old models that are smarter than some 50-year-old models. Yeah, and so it's not even just men and women in general. It's all together. Mm-hmm. But with us and what we do in dealing with men in general, I prefer a guy, a cigar, a fucking glass of wine. Let's go hang out. Right. I don't need a guy who goes, "Hey, Ma, let me bust out your fucking ovaries." Right. I've had him bust out my ovaries.
I feel like Here go my favorite one. This in the DM. I wanna fuck.
That's not sexy either.
I want $1 million in a vacation, and I want my baby daddy to give me a break. And I don't want my mama to get this whole man, the whole damn list. I don't want my mama to have cancer. I can't stand that I have lupus. I want my lupus to stop hurting. I want to have a vacation in this motherfucker. And
I was just gonna say, when he said,
Go ahead,
I wanna fuck. I want a house in the Hamptons.
Hold on, let me say this because this is where I run into issues, right? I go for the older man, the guy who has wisdom, the guy who's knowledgeable, right? We get in the bedroom, stand up to the attention that he should be standing up to. Then I have to realize I can't blame this man for not being where I want him to be at on the lower side of the game because of his age. I have to not saying that older men doesn't ever not work at all, but they may have some off moments. And because they are older, it's okay to be able to overlook those. Now, see, a young niggas can have that too, because there's a lot of dudes now who are really young, which is crazy. They're taking a bunch of different things, and they are now having these same issues that they're supposed to have 20, 40 years from now sometimes. So sometimes you never really know what you can really choose and what you can really get. But for me, I just feel like I got to start focusing on the qualities. Whatever the dude has that I want, let me just take that. Let me go with it. And then sometimes I got to piece together a nigga. One nigga's good for this. One dude is good for that. One dude's good for this.
I piece together, but I don't piece together because I'm at a point in my life where I don't know. Y'all know I'm sensitive and I get taken advantage of. So I'm at a point in my life where, like I told y'all, beneficial relationships. So I will invite you over to my house, and if you don't move as fast as I want you to move, I will invite somebody else. And if they get here before you, you better suck that shit up. But guess what? I might just fuck you afterwards.
You get some pussy. Everybody gets some pussy.
But guess what? If you are that one to satisfy that need that I'm looking for, then I won't be looking for anything afterwards. But if you
that goes into the same thing, then it's not just about how good you fuck me, how good you eat my pussy. Women, and I say this all the time. I grew up with nothing but two brothers. I grew up with a very strong father. I grew up with a strong grandmother who ran her own business. That's why I want to be self-employed.
Nice.
But at the end of the day, we are still women. We love attention. I need attention. I don't need to be babysat, by the way.
Right. And that's why I think today's topic is like it needs to be put out there because men have they feel like in their brains they have the credit. Listen. Mm-hmm. I feel like it needs to be put out there because women, y'all see, we keep saying we got pussy credit, but we keep adding on. Why the fuck do we gotta look so motherfucking hard just to get a nut when men don't?
Right. Like niggas dudes come in knowing like they're going to bust a nut. Like they're very sure. They show up, they on time, they know that they don't even care about the dick that they're really delivering sometimes, honestly. They just care.
Bitch, we are porn stars. We are my daughter
for their own gratification. It's not even for ours.
My child said it the best way. We are adult entertainers. There is no fucking reason why we should feel unloved.
Right. I love you, right? Because I give a lot of love. I give a lot of love.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when everybody looks at us and they go, "Oh well, she loves to fuck." Again, it goes back into the boy. I want to fuck. Okay, but I need more than fucking because I could. At the end of the day, I got a fucking Rolodex full of porn stars that can fuck. So
you know what coochie credit means nowadays? Coochie credit.
I need attention because I can get all the other
Exactly.
shit on
Coochie
my own.
credit mean to me nowadays. Let's chill or let's play with my dogs. Cause bitch, you gonna if you try to fuck, my dog's gonna be in the bed if I was not planning this.
Yeah, because they giving cameos now. So yeah.
And y'all know if Vanessa see some of you ain't been on the show. The Vanessa and watch Jack grow. This motherfucker know how to jump on the bed. He talk now and everything else. He'd be like, I said, don't you start that. I will page your ass. Don't you start that shit.
The fur baby is going, don't you hurt my mama.
Exactly. So I am the type where now, like, if I don't know, after that whole little situation I told y'all about, I'm at a point now where my eyes are open and I just feel like at the end of the day, regardless if I'm a porn star, I'm still a woman and I want to be loved and touched.
People forget that. I'm just
saying,
people forget that.
Or this new dating shit. I don't get it twisted. Just because I'm a porn star does not mean I am not old school. Why do you think you gave me some good dick one night? I'm supposed to wake up and be Susie Hall motherfucking maker. What the fuck?
But here goes the thing too that I can't handle. And this is again about that 7 or 77, because some kids get a brand new Christmas toy, forget they got the Christmas toy, then a month later they go, oh wow, like I forgot about that Christmas toy.
That's our coochie credit.
Right.
And they do the same thing with us. Like, hey, you know what? And they think we're on a fucking holding pattern on the fucking runway. No, bitch. I'm like Beauty Doll. If you ain't taking care of me today, I got a whole...
Well, but see, this is my problem. That's what I'm saying. That's my problem. These guys are living off of small amounts of dick credit. You just opened the car door for me. That was it. You literally don't even open my gas.
They don't even open up the hotel door.
My gas. Now I'm going to give you parking at the gas station because you put gas in my car. You deserve pussy now.
Your dick credit is at a this one ain't even drilled down yet. Yeah, disgraceful sit down. That's all you
at 300, nigga. You are not approved for anything.
You ain't even out. But at the same time, when a woman said it's like nowadays, it's so many women who feel like they're, which I tell my daughter all the time, just because you pretty and you smart does not mean a man owes you anything. But know that you are worth whatever you are willing to feel like you are worth. But you need to earn that worth. You cannot say that you are a goddess, but you spreading it out to all of his motherfucking friends. And then you want to act like you are untouchable to him. That is not how things go. That's not how you have to have. I understand there's no thing about self-love and women loving themselves and being all about themselves, because y'all got to remember I'm under y'all, so I was a hoe when you was a hoe. And I was before I was even fucking.
Right. Here goes bringing back value. Here goes bringing back value into our young women. And I told this to my daughter growing up. You've got to remember as a woman that your self-worth is self-worth. It's not somebody else telling you.
Right.
We can get a million emails every day, all day. You're a goddess. You're beautiful. You're
beautiful. I love you.
And the reason why when we're looking for that real love and partnership is I don't need the guy that's going to tell me that every day just because. I need him to see my soul.
Yes.
My beauty comes from my soul.
I don't need you to watch my video.
Go away one day. I'm gonna be 99 years old like Betty White one day. God will.
Exactly.
I'll be 96. Like
my face is not gonna always look like this.
I don't need you to love what you see on the screen. I don't need you to love my Instagram.
I can blow a dick.
That's what you feel like. Or like I've had or you to feel like just because you've been like, oh, you're beautiful and you deserve better.
And I'm like, just because you said that, I'm just why, like, over the moon, like that's no good word.
And Vanessa's done the same thing that I've done. I've taken so many models underneath my wing, and most of the time, not even appreciated. But
hold on, you're not gonna just tell Vanessa. You not gonna say
Beauty as well.
Y'all know the hell.
No, that's what Beauty
know. Hell and thunder because of my little chicklets, honey.
But I will tell, and I will tell models
Beauty is
that I told my daughter, which is the fact that you still cannot depend upon a man, even if you hit the fucking money bank.
Exactly. And I tell my daughter that all the time.
You could be Anna Nicole.
Yeah.
Anna Nicole just got every fucking penny she was supposed to get. And she didn't.
I tell my daughter that all the time, just because, you know, me, okay, perfect example. This little heifer, which I was trying to text you guys about, and I guess I'll tell everybody else, and my baby daddy will probably see this and crack up laughing. She is trying to get me and her father to have another creation of her.
Oh, look at that.
Don't look at that, because you want to know her explanation when I ask her why? You want to know why, Vanessa? You want to know why your niece is she ain't trying to get her back together because she feel like we love each other. She just wants us to have sex and have a kid.
That's it.
You said that the dudes that I'm messing with are the dudes that like me because, just to let my fans know, my daughter go through my messages quicker than me. So that's why I be saying, please don't send your dick pictures to my phone.
That's what you got a grown ass kid.
I have a grown ass child, bro.
But you know what's crazy?
Vanessa and Summer's fucking email and Dropbox, that motherfucker would. That's how smooth. She would be asking all of our fans to send her shit. Like, that's how smooth she is. But I know her in somebody's. She gonna be there someday. But
longer than the dick, but
you know what I wanted to say
that gross.
What I wanted
to like, yo, Shawty, like, you gay, you straight, what's up?
But what I wanted to say was in regards to like a lot of dudes and how people view things in the industry. I was in a situation, for me, I don't have any kids as of yet, but I would like to at least have one child someday. My ex that I was with, who is a producer in the industry that a lot of people know and have dealt with, he told me when I was very young, like, how do you know you're made to have kids if you're doing this? Like, me and you are both in the adult industry. We're both producing. We're both doing these things. You would think that someone who's in the industry with me would have understanding enough to say, let me procreate with her because we're on the same page. We're both doing let's do that together, you know? But some guys
but that's my problem with the men in our industry too. So this was harder than
you guys are supposed to be the ones that are supposed to get
when I got into this industry. Part of my problem was, and I've dated numerous guys in the industry too, and I'll guarantee you both can say the same thing. I felt like fucking Custer in Custer's Last Stand. Arrows are fucking coming from every motherfucking direction. Mm-hmm. The one thing I want is when I come home, I want to feel secure. I'm getting arrows at home. I'm living with the fucking enemy.
That's one thing I can say. When I dated a certain someone, you both know who, because I'm sorry, he could piss me off.
But then you got to be careful too, because some of them are smooth.
Yes. But I will say something. You know, because you know I'm about to say his name.
There's a difference with smooth.
No, and you know what? I had to learn even this whole industry thing. I had to learn to play like the boys. To play like them. They want to be smooth and act like shit don't happen, act like they not in their feelings. Like, okay, checkmate. I'm gonna go over here. But see, the problem with dudes is don't be mad when I go over here. Don't be upset.
And that was my thing. The person who I was with, Mr. JJ, that's what we can call him. We can call him JJ. Y'all know who I'm talking about. PB JJ.
That's why that's smooth.
As far as I'm concerned, he's not a real man because the fact that he's not a real, and you know, from Islander to Islander, he's not a real man because the whole time he's comparing me to a woman and making me feel half myself.
But see,
And
that's a control issue, and that's
that summer, look, that's what like I couldn't wait till we got back on the air because like I've been really like paying attention and thinking because y'all know I have lupus, so I take the steroids. A bitch get big, bitch get small, bitch get semi.
Right.
Yeah.
Physically, my shit is not always gonna be
I've
the
had the
same.
same
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
I've had people engaged to me, then turn around and go get somebody else and do all that other weird shit
Right,
too.
but my point is,
All the weird shit.
no, Summer.
But
My
at the
point
end of the
is
day, them motherfuckers don't look like the old 2000s.
exactly, and
That's
that Summer, and this is why, like, a lot of people don't know why, and it trips people out because I've actually been asked this by a fan: why do black girls fuck in the industry fuck with Stunning Summer more than they fuck with any other white woman in the industry? And he was like, "Oh, is it because she ex black?" And I was like, "How the fuck do she
How
act
do you
black?
act black?
You hold on, hold on.
You
You
realize I
talking
have
to the
white
most
sons, right? Like,
suburban.
how do you act
You
black?
exactly because like I told him, bitch, I am from the suburban side of Chicago. My family has country land. Bitch, I got crops growing in my backyard that I did. How the fuck am I hood?
And I
So
go off of energy, vibes, how you treat me, how I
exactly.
interact with you.
So
If somebody's a good person, I can see that and I can recognize that. And I see that when it
but
comes to stuff.
because my best friend is white, I finally figured it out because of all this bullshit that's been going on. And I wrote him back. Like this nigga wrote me this like around my birthday in June when Summer had put happy birthday and she put little sis or baby sis or something that says I was her sister and I was like, oh I miss you, sissy, bitch. When you come we turning it. And he had a problem with that. And I'm just like, first and foremost, let me explain something to you, honey. Before I got lupus, bitch, y'all heard you both have been around me. Y'all seen how
Let
much
me hold back. Let me
has
hold back. Let me
changed.
hold back. Let me hold back. No, I was kidding. But I'm just saying, like sometimes
Yes.
those experiences are good to have, and it's good to not judge people. I've always had all different kinds.
Exactly. Like you can't do all of that. And y'all were both around and y'all knew.
But see, and here goes the thing that I come from a generation in the porn industry that we were the forefront of interracial porn. Forget the Green Door because the Green Door was a iconic movie, but until John Stagliano created Gonzo, which created interracial porn.
And so big so girls never had.
I will tell you, honest to God, I would get so many emails back in the day that I was called the N lover and all that other shit, and I've been called that all my life anyway. But I don't treat anybody, black, white, brown, Asian, whatever. We are human beings. We bleed the same. You cut us, we're gonna hurt all of that.
Yes.
I've never treated my black co-stars any different than my white co-stars. I will not, and I refuse to wear a black spade on my foot. I am not.
You better not. I just found out what the fuck that shit meant.
The word spade is a horrific name utilized to victimize African American people. Whatever you want to, we're gonna go because I'm that old. So we've been through the whole realm. My friends and the majority of my friends and the majority of the men that I've dated in the last 10 years or 20 years, whatever, just happen to be black because I don't intimidate them.
Right. And you're just
average white men are intimidated by me.
We have a comment from
Patsy. My thick ass and my thick butt. I draw attention.
True. I was seeing the body. You got body for days, Summer. Yeah.
But I will say this though. I have also been victimized by black people who go, you're trying to be black or you're whatever.
Yeah, because you can't.
Motherfucker, I am me.
And that was the point that I was trying to make. Like when I first met Summer, I was getting called a BBW and I couldn't understand it. Because y'all knew me when before I got lupus, when I first got sick, I was really skinny. So I was like, how am I BBW? Because I got a big ass. And you guys were the ones who told me like, Bitch, you is what the fuck you say you is. Don't let them tell you. Like, you don't have to take that
I told you when I got into this industry, I couldn't get hired by white companies because they told me I was fat. I was a bodybuilder, 16% body fat, ripped abs, fucking thick legs, big ass, and told I was fat.
Makes no sense.
Allure Jensen told me the same
bring
thing.
that up. Wait, before
Allure Jensen told me that she was involved in BBW.
And I know you're trying to get the Pax thing, but I brought that up because I say, men, y'all think y'all got dick credit and we supposed to take y'all in any kind of fucking shape. But a bitch be bloated and we ask for some pussy and some dick and we trying to get out some pussy and y'all would act funny. That was my whole point. You take what the fuck I give you. You close your eyes and keep quiet. God damn it. Put it on a platter. Period.
Nerves.
I don't want to hear shit, bruh. I'm that type of bitch where I'm at that point where I'm taking it 2021. Say something. Say something. I'm taking that shit. Say you got raped by a motherfucking 5 foot. Her 11-year-old bigger than her. Say something, bruh. Say it.
But you know, see, and here goes the thing. You know, again, the keyboard cowboys, they can always say shit, but they never say it to somebody's face. Where, please do say it to my face, because I'm that bitch. Anyway, you know, and I say this all the time too, with even when it goes like, and I've heard this all my life, and I say this a lot of times when I go live or on my own format. My grandmother is a very strong woman, coming from Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
This woman could fry fucking chicken. I grew up on Kool-Aid. I did not have no idea that people really assimilated fried chicken and Kool-Aid with black folks, because that's my household.
I didn't know that.
He says dudes have to understand its work. Male talents can be hoes too. It's crazy when dudes have a lot of sex on camera, judge female talents for doing the same thing. They look down on them. This is absolutely true.
It's like if the next female talent, if I'm not making as much money, like, okay, I try to explain this to a lot of because y'all, I'm in the middle. I'm in between like my elders, I have respect everybody, and then I'm like a middle whore. I'm not at prima donna. I'm not at madame, but I'm at. Yeah, so I try to tell people, like, don't be calling her a snow bunny. That is a grown ass motherfucking woman. Motherfucker respect on her name.
Shout out to OGK on the check-in. OGK Network and Beauty have had a tumultuous relationship back and forth.
We do. I love him. But at the same time,
yes,
put some respect on my sister's name, boo.
Yeah, stunning summer. Get it on the check-in. No, we're about to close out the show. So we have a segment on the end of our show where we like to teach the babies. We gotta give the babies some knowledge, some wealth, some navigation, some direction, so they can live their lives out here. What advice would you give to a younger female coming up in the game about her coochie credit? What would be something that you would warn her to do, to her not to do, make sure that she does do, whatever it may be? Advice for the young girls and their coochie credit.
Summer, you want to go first? You don't want to hear my ignorance. I mean,
regardless,
we both gonna be ignorant as hell, so it really don't matter.
Well, Summer, go ahead. Because I wouldn't.
Summer, go ahead, sis.
Summer, go ahead.
All right. So for the young women who are coming up, and I don't even care if you're vanilla, the game is all the same. Never fucking say yes to something that you're going to regret tomorrow. I don't care whether you smoked 1 million blunts and drank a couple fucking gallons of wine. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, be proud of yourself in the mirror. So don't do anything that you can't be remorseful for. And then when a man fucking comes to you selling you a dream, imagine that it's a fucking Freddy nightmare. Because
if you gonna play in a dream, at least don't try to play victim.
It's never fucking true.
They're always selling hopes.
They're always selling dreams, selling
clouds, sky.
And then what I will say, Then go back and watch what was the movie with It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp.
Oh, please do not use that as a blueprint.
But I will say though,
okay,
the one movie that I will watch a million times because they are the ones that created our industry, Memoirs of a Geisha.
Go ahead, I love that movie. Oh my God,
really? That's my favorite movie. We're gonna have a conversation about this movie.
Okay, so we're gonna do a movie review on Memoirs of a Geisha.
You really are, because I got a couple of movies I feel like
it runs on TV and they barely play that movie back. I'm like, why won't y'all put this on?
Memoirs of a Geisha and Moulin Rouge, baby. Moulin Rouge is my love story. Every time I get close, I die.
Yes. Oh my God, Beauty.
Huh?
Okay, advice to the babies about their coochie credit. Please teach the babies and let them lead the way.
Okay, let me think, honey. Let me think.
Oh, why you thinking? Let me know.
Okay, first and foremost, because I don't really do coochie credit like that. If I want some pussy, I want some dick. Yeah, if I want whatever the fuck I want when you get my face, I'm going to get it. I don't care. Pussy, dick, it's on platter. Put it there. I just feel like don't let anybody guilt trip you. If that's what you wanted, or if that's how you feel, I don't feel like you should let anybody change your opinion. Mm-hmm. Am I saying right?
Yes.
Like anything, like if you feel like somebody's being weird, or what my mama say, always trust your first motherfucking instinct, regardless of where you going, who you going with. Well, if you say that motherfucking person's name and you get a funny feeling, cut it, honey. It is not worth it. And don't let nobody guilt trip you into something you not comfortable in doing. Because period, point blank, I'm 31 years old and I've only not listened to my mom, what my mama's call it, my sixth sense twice. And those 2 times were 2 bad, very bad fucker. Exactly. Like I got wounds y'all cannot see because of the piercings and the makeup. So
battle scars.
Exactly, but every time
you should be a hoe.
Exactly, but every time my mom knew something was up, and I always called my mom them. And I also have another saying, like, coochie credit does not go well with toxic relationships, so stop that shit. That's not a coochie credit. That's you running back to a toxic relationship. Yeah, y'all bitches thought we was slick. Yeah, you thought you could sleep through the cracks, but you can't. You toxic hoes that's in a toxic relationship. Like, look, I'm just gonna fuck him once because it's just good dick. No.
Can I add something to that too, by the way?
Yes, please.
When women want men to be gentlemen, you need to act like a lady.
Yeah.
Let me say that again.
You have to segue into my point. Please speak on it.
Ask how you want. What is it called? Be treated as it do as if you want somebody to do unto you.
Yeah, want to others doing to you. Now to back up what you said, Summer, like that was where
like you want to be treated, basically.
Right. And that was where I was coming from, even when it came to me. Now, for me, my advice to the babies about, their coochie credit, it's nothing wrong with having coochie credit and building up coochie equity. I know we're getting too far with this.
I love that.
But there's an art.
Coochie cat?
Coochie cash.
No, you know the little fox that do like the background check.
No, I advise that
so fast.
Please do your Google background check. Like,
okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
But no, I wanted to say there's an art of being a woman. There's a mystique about women that we can enact and we can enforce that would entice our men even more. You know the things that women would get out of a man if they would just figure out how to conceal themselves. And I'm not talking about physically. I'm not just talking about, oh, you gotta, wear nun dress and nothing like that. No, it's the art of not being completely out there, not being completely forward, being feminine, relying on your feminine ways. Relying on your feminine ways. All of these things.
That's to my grandmother's generation, right?
Yeah, that's how my grandmother was too. Like they
my grandmother used to slap my leg. Like you don't. We weren't even supposed to cross our legs. You put your knees together
and you put it to the side, like well, that was mine.
I cannot count on this. My grandmother called me a Jezebel, so.
Is that a bad thing?
I mean, to me, it's not. And like I explained to her, it's not. I was making money, so mind your business, lady.
But see, here's a catch-22. I'm not a lesbian, but I play one on television, right? So
I hate you.
You're a Jezebel. Beauty.
Well, things can happen.
But you can say, like, I'm a hoe on television, but I'm not a hoe in my real life. I have less sex than anybody I know unless I'm on camera. So,
No.
So, yeah.
Can I say something before we close the show, Nessa?
Yes, please.
Just because tonight has been all over the place. Y'all know normally we stay on topic, but like all these topics had the same.
All of this topic came together at the same time.
I said that, bro. I said that. But
go ahead.
So, y'all know we be all over the place, but tonight we was all over the place, but we hit everything.
But I think
close the show out. I'm done.
Well, some of the projects that are coming up this year that you would like to talk about on the show, anything that people could look forward to from your page, or anything that you're working on that you may want to hint at.
Bitches.
Exotica is going to be here this year. They brought back Exotica for this year too.
I don't care about that. I am no more. I wasn't retired, but I had took a break to be regular, and now I'm just gonna be a whore because that's just how I'm just gonna be. I'm blackballed for it. So,
but here goes the thing, Beauty. Only retire on your own terms, not somebody else's.
Exactly.
Technically, it is my own terms. I'm so bored with
I felt the same way too, and then I was like, I did not accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. And I didn't either because wanted me to. So
I have so much more.
Now I came back with both guns blazing. So I'm telling you.
And I have so much more, you guys.
Hiatus. And you should explore all of those ideas and just be direct and meticulous about how you do your shit.
Absolutely. Because again, you put so many years into your work.
You want your work to represent you at the end too.
Exactly. Die on the side of the road.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta deal with, but both my sisters on the damn page.
Oh shit!
But it goes back into what we were saying. Once you did porn, it's done. It's a done deal.
But
I'm not done with porn because
Naomi Banks did an interview.
But I haven't even done like a really, really like I want to do a really, really.
But that's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying, Beauty, I'm saying, right. And when you're ready and you put it in action, it will happen.
You will. I will tell you because I
want to get a picture.
But until I'm done, I'm taking you whores down the rabbit hole with me. So.
You know,
I love all of you. Hey, that's what I got to say to the new generation. Go hard, don't go home. Go hard. If you can't take it, then take your ass motherfucking home. But if you can take it, go hard because we're not going home in 2021. All bitches is taking over.
There we go. Summer, can you let the people know where they can find you at and your websites and stuff?
So you can find me on OnlyFans, Stunning Summer, and then you can find the free one, which now that gets to be the other fucking thing. But Hubster, HUBZTER.com /profile /Stunning Summer. That's all my links. Otherwise, just Google me, bitches. Just Google me, bitches.
There we go. Google me, bitches. And Beauty, can you let the people know where they can find you at, or can you let the people know what they can look forward to this year from you?
Well, I got a brand new motherfucking hip. I have a 1-year-old hip.
Yes, my sister got fixed, honey. She ready to ride it.
I'm no longer doing my crip walk, which I had been.
Not the crip walk.
Because I was born in Long Beach. I was born in Long Beach, bitches. So I'm just saying.
There we go. We home. Beauty, where can the people find you at?
Yeah, no. On Instagram it's Miss Beauty Dolls, but like on Twitter it's Miss MZ capital DOLLS Miss Beauty Dolls, because Miss Beauty Dolls bent. But
I didn't know what you was smoking. I want some.
when I got banned or tonight?
No, she said. Oh, can we get a picture before we go? 1, 2, and there we go. Nice. Oh my God.
Just go to Miss Beauty Dolls Playhouse. Yeah, just go to Miss Beauty Dolls Playhouse.com and
somehow
you can find me. I'm having fun this year though, so
that's my plan. Having fun. I love the ladies.
Vanessa and some shit, and she don't even know it.
All you gotta do is put. Now, I was gonna say it loud, but I didn't say it.
Wait, just for Vanessa though. Just for Vanessa.
Oh my God, we must do this again. We have to do this
we
again.
gonna be dominating some people when me and Vanessa do a scene, because I would just be the funniest thing in the world for me and Vanessa to have
the nigga chest with some heels, step on the nigga chest with those. Yeah.
Just need somebody who can make
like Play-Doh.
Bitch, you always in
I love you, Solo. Solo be in and out. She be doing a lot of stuff.
There she is.
The show will go on. We love her. We miss her. We appreciate you for checking in. But yes, this has been the Smile 69 Network Show. We will be back next week, 7 to 8 p.m. We will see y'all later. Bye.